We will start here on the right side with Carter.
You want me to give like
Just an opening statement.
Nice. I'm Carter Starocci. I go to Penn State, and I'm looking forward to having a good weekend.
Oh man, I'm not AJ Ferrari, but my name is Steveson. I'm Olympic champion, two-time NCAA champion, four-time Big Ten champion, the first and only heavyweight, two-time Dan Hodge Trophy winner, the first and only heavyweight to do that. So also, I'm looking for a great time. I'm looking to make history once again this weekend.
I'm not my fault. Let up, babe. I'm Keegan. I'm from Missouri, and I'm ready to have a full weekend.
We will start with questions for the student athletes at this time.
It's Gary Abbott with USA Wrestling. This question is for Gable. You made a decision to come back, do the college thing. What's it been like for you as far as, was it what you thought it would be like coming back to the college? And have you really enjoyed the process of doing this final year here?
Oh, well, first of all, Gary, how you doing? Great. I'm good too. It's been a long time. I feel great. I think this has probably been the best season I've had overall. My mind, my body, my focus, just coming back and being with the guys after leaving in 2022 and taking 2 years off it was a hard thing just because, I'm getting older and then guys on the team are getting younger. So just coming back and kind of getting them that leeway to show them what it takes to be something great in this sport, it was definitely a big thing. And then I'm happy I did it. I feel really good. And I think this is a blessing for me and for the team leading on in the future too. Sure. Akeem Eddie Fox, so y'all can't hear.
Keegan, or Jim Carlson, HarrisburgPennLive.com. Keegan, how's your health, and what did you learn in December with your match with Levi Haynes?
My health is as good as it will be for the time being. My match in December was just it was a fight. That's all I really learned, and obviously there's technical thing I need to go back and look at, but overall it made me stronger mentally, and this tournament it's probably mostly mental. So that's what I learned.
Willie Sailor Matt Scouts. This is for any of the guys up there, but we'll start with Gable. How y'all feel about the president being here?
I feel about President Donald Trump being here is a great thing. Regardless who the president is, I think it's a great factor that they come and support wrestling. And whoever it is and wherever it may be, we're going to put on a good show for him. So him showing up Saturday night, he's coming to watch some of the best wrestling on earth, and we're going to give that to him.
Hi, Frank Badani, York Daily Record. For you, Carter, your thoughts on the president?
Yeah.
Wrestling in front of him?
I'm looking forward to it. He came to the Nationals, I believe, my sophomore year, and it was really cool. I mean, he's obviously a big fan of combat sports. I mean, he's at all the UFC events, so I mean, I think it's good for our sport. And kind of like Abel said, he's going to watch the best wrestling on earth, so we're going to give it to him.
You guys met him already in October, right?
Yeah, he came to Penn State. Yeah.
Okay. Just one more. Could you talk about the influence you have still that Erie has on you? The big, your coaches back then?
Yeah, I mean that's everything. That's kind of how I'm brought up and things like that. And for me, that's just I started wrestling when I was 3 years old, and so I got brought up at a very young age. And so for me, it's my roots always play a big part. And just when I was younger, a lot of our training was always really hard and tough and challenging. And so that's kind of what I still bring to the table now today.
Hi, Shannon Scoville, NCAA.com. I'll open it up to anyone who'd like to answer. All of you have had long, illustrious careers at your respective institutions. What keeps this tournament fresh and exciting for you year after year?
For me, it's never really about the tournament or just year after year for me, I just really love dominating, and for me that's kind of a big reason why I chose to come back this year was obviously last year I was dealing with the injury and things like that, and it wasn't the way I wanted to finish up, and so now I'm looking to it's finish this thing off the way I intended to, healthy in style and dominant.
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty much the man. So is Carter. Just want to finish off the tournament in a dominant fashion. I did it for a long time. I could do it again. And I think this year I'm going to do it in such a way incredible that people aren't even going to fathom what I'm about to do. So, but I'll let the wrestling speak for itself. But I'm happy to be here. I'm grateful for this opportunity. It's a big tournament. And the main reason why I came back was to help this Minnesota team and put them in a good spot. And now's the time to put us in a good spot, leading them in the next year and giving them the best show they can ever see.
Yeah, I grew up watching, obviously, my first nationals in 2010, and then I got another shot in 5 years to do it. I didn't see why anyone would take that opportunity. I'm just excited to be here. Wrestling down on those mats, they're a lot better than, Big 12 mats or anything like that. They're just nice and saturated in color, and they're squishy. So pretty fun to be out there, especially when the crowd goes crazy. Look forward to it.
This is a question for all three of you. Has it started to settle in for you guys that this is your final tournament?
I mean, it's not gonna be my final tournament. I mean, I'm always gonna compete in until the day I die. So for me, it's not necessarily that this is my last time because it's really not. I mean, all this stuff is just practice for. It's always the next time, and that's something that Coach Kale really preaches heavy on us. It's not about wrestling our opponents now. It's about wrestling them for the next time and making sure that they never want to wrestle you again. And so, and if you keep that mindset going, and it'll help you out in life too.
Yeah, I don't think this is all of our last tournaments, but this definitely the biggest one for the year for all of us. Kind of going off what he said, if y'all see me competing till I die, take me the hell off the mat before that. That's too long for me. So, but like I said, I'm happy to be here. I'm gonna compete, have a great time, and put a smile on my face and let the crowd see that we're happy to be here too.
Yeah, I mean, all good things come to an end, and so we're kind of at the end, us three on here, but we're gonna be competing in the future. And on top of that, it's a little bit bittersweet, but at the same time, we got 5 matches to wrestle, so probably not thinking about that too much.
It's for Gable and Keegan. What's been your view of what Penn State has done over the last 3 years and then 12 years, so to speak?
I think it's fantastic. What Kale has done for that program is mind-boggling. Just seeing a coach bring a group of guys together and just dominate a collegiate sport is crazy. I mean, it reminds me just like Alabama football or Coach K at Duke basketball, just taking over the game and running with it, and just watching that from a third person while being here and wrestling against a lot of his guys is crazy to see. So, shout out to them. And I mean, I think they're looking to break the team point record again this year, which is going to be a crazy thing. So if they keep doing that, that's a cool thing. But fantastic to just hard to put words on what he's done and what this guy has done too, leading into his 5th national title, 4 straight. When he wins Saturday night, he's gonna go out there and be a 5-time national champion. It's gonna blow the world up. And I think shout out to him and shout out to Penn State.
Yeah, I think it's extremely impressive. Obviously, we're always trying to beat them, but again and again, they've proven that they're on top. And so, I mean, it's just, yeah, I would say it draws parallels with like Coach Saban at Alabama, and so it's a dynasty.
I think this mic doesn't work, but well, all for all of you people, you all started with the programs representing Bob and great ambassadors for the program. I just wanted to hear your thought one, saying with the school that you started with, and kind of your thoughts on the wrestling world in this crazy portal and
Oh, I think this is a crazy time for all collegiate sports. Guys are going out there getting paid, getting NIL deals, and buying fancy cars. You see like Shedeur Sanders and all those guys living luxurious lives. And so I think it's cool for the athletes to go out there and get what they deserve and get their checks in and go out there and cash them too. And it's the same thing with us. We're gonna go out there and handle business and take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. But I think the end goal for a lot of us is how can we live a better life and instead of just living day to day. So it's a big step for all of us, and I think it's a great thing. And I'm happy that we're accumulating what we're accumulating, and hopefully it keeps growing for everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a crazy world out there, just seeing everything that's happened over the years. I personally, I love where I started. I love the city of Columbia. I've just built a lot of relationships, and I value those over, I would say, just people, they're all bags of money at you, things like that. Not that that's not important, but at the same time, I met my wife in Columbia, and so that type of thing is much more important to me than.
Yeah, for me, I think loyalty is one of the biggest it's things for me, and I think that's one of the things that our program does really well on. And as far as the NIL game goes, I mean, I think that's something that's really great for all sports, especially wrestling, and I think it's something that it should continue to grow. And I think for as far as that, I think with management and things like that, I feel like we need to get some things going on their end and make sure that it's wrestling is getting more access and more eyes and things like that, and just kind of having a little more open mind and not having like it's the wrestling sport be it's a grind and we love wrestling and it's always going to be about that. But I think it's a good way to make sure that we open more doors for the future.
I think NAL is great for the sport. I think it's growing the sport at a great rate. I think that I'm just really, really excited for the future of wrestling. I think wrestling is growing, and wrestling is going to take over all sports in the future. I think that we need people to embrace big personalities like myself, the big matches. That's what draws eyes, and I think that at the end of the day, growing our sport is going to be key to have good personalities that show themselves.
This question's for Keegan. Going all the way back to the beginning of your college career, you've been in very deep competitive weight classes every time, right? Talk about the challenge it takes for you to be not only competitive, but to be the best against the kind of opponents that you've had to do every single year.
I think you look at a guy like Jordan Burroughs, who was on top for so long, and he always talked about evolution. Obviously, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but you need to be adding to your arsenal mentally and physically. And so just throughout the time I've been wrestling in college, obviously I've had some wars with really good wrestlers. Wrestled David Carr 5 times in college, and those battles made me so much better. And so honestly, just having a growth mindset is something that we talk about a lot. Coach Smith, Coach Weeple, Coach Dom, I would say also one of our small group leaders. I was always hungry, never satisfied. And so that's kind of my mentality through not only wrestling, but life. And so continually trying to improve mentally and physically and understanding that it's a process. Just because you didn't get the result now doesn't mean that you didn't make improvements.
All right. I think that is going to be, we have one more here.
Hey, for you, Carter, can you put into words what these next 3 days mean to you for your career, how you want to be remembered as a college wrestler?
For me, it's not necessarily about these next 3 days. I feel like your career isn't just based on a 3 day span. I think it's going out there every single time and chance you have the opportunity. It's to compete no matter what. If you're sick, hurt, just really putting it all on the line. I feel like that's something that I've done every single time. And as far as all the other stuff, I mean, for me, just like I said, it's just about dominating. It's not just about winning and things like that. And so these next 3 days are another opportunity for me to go out and do that and prove that I'm the best. And not only it's one thing to be the best for it's 1 year or 2 years, but it's another thing to be the best for half a decade. And not only yourself, but it's your team. And I feel a lot of times I always get asked like, oh, you have a target on your back and this and that. But for me, that's the whole other way around. Like for us, we always are the guys hunting, and so that's kind of how we approach it.
I would say same old. Business is business. Here to perform, here to show out, here to for me, just have fun, embrace the big spotlight. I love performing. I love wrestling at the highest level, and yeah, to show I'm the best and win a national title at 197, and then win 2, 3 more. So yeah, I just want to cement my legacy, have some fun, and just give God all the glory. And I'm super grateful for all the support I have all throughout the world. A lot of prayers, big support system is why I'm here.
All right, thank you to everybody, and